Angels have a message for you today. You were ready to move on, but then you heard something deep inside you. A quiet voice that spoke without words. It was the sound of your heart. Your energy, your memories, and your feelings spoke to a soul in need. Someone, somewhere, was touched by your essence. They were lost, confused, and ready to leave the past behind. Yet in that quiet moment, your presence pulled them back. Your silent strength became the beacon they had been searching for. In the stillness, your energy filled the empty space. It reminded them of a time when love was simple and pure. They remembered the gentle way you moved through life. They recalled the comfort of your words, even when unspoken. They felt the warmth of your kindness in every small act you shared. Your spirit shone in the darkness, guiding their heart. You did not force your presence. Your soul spoke clearly. It whispered to the one who had let go. It said, "I am still here. I still care." That soft reminder echoed across the silence. It reached out like a gentle hand in the night. Your energy had a power that no distance could fade. It was the calm in the storm of their doubts. It was the secret melody in the background of their life. They had tried to move on from you. They thought that leaving would bring them relief. Instead, it only brought emptiness. They felt a void that no other could fill. Your memory was not a burden. It was a guiding light that they could not ignore. Every quiet moment brought back the image of you. Every familiar sound reminded them of your love. It was as if your soul was there with them. It was both a comfort and a call to return. They saw your absence in the mirror of the night. In every soft echo of silence, they recognized your voice. Your gentle energy helped heal their broken heart. It reassured them that love could be found again. It was not a love that needed to be chased or begged for. It was a love that had existed all along. Your love was simple and true. It spoke of care, truth, and gentle loyalty. They learned that love is not about holding on tightly. It is about letting go and allowing healing. You taught them that sometimes moving forward means coming back. In the quiet of the night, they felt your soul calling. They began to see clearly what they had once missed. They noticed the little blessings that reminded them of you. The simple moments suddenly carried profound meaning. They heard your presence in the soft murmur of the wind. They saw you in the glimmer of a far-off star. Your energy was not lost. It was woven into the fabric of the universe. It moved gently, like a whisper across the vast sky. It reached them when they least expected it. They recalled your voice not by the sound, but by the feeling it created. They remembered the way you would show up, quietly and without expectation. You were there in this background, ever present, even in silence. Your light shone on them when all seemed dark. Even when you were gone, a part of you remained. That remaining part became their compass. It steered them back to what truly mattered. It reminded them that sometimes letting go is not the end. It can be a path back to what once was. The angels watched over, guiding this return. They gently nudged them to open their hearts again. They whispered, "Look again, feel again, listen to what you have been trying to ignore." These were not harsh commands. They were loving reminders. They came from a place of divine wisdom. They were signs that a connection was still alive. They were signals that your energy was still at work. The one who had let you go was now remembering. They remembered the voice of your heart. They remembered the tender way you shared love. They remembered your quiet strength when all seemed lost. They saw that your energy had always been a part of their journey. They recognized that moving on did not mean forgetting. It meant discovering that love can be reborn from the past. They began to understand the truth in the quiet moments. They learned that true love never fades away. It only changes its form. It whispers rather than shouts. It heals rather than hurts. It comforts me when words fail. They started to realize that their life had been touched by something sacred, something that could not be measured by time. It was a gift, a lesson, and a blessing all at once. Your energy has the power to change lives. It had the power to draw someone back from the edge. Your very presence inspired healing. It taught that true abundance lies in the heart, not in material things, but in the love you share. Every act of kindness, every silent moment of support built a bridge to their soul. They learned that the simple truth of your love was enough. It was more powerful than they had ever known. They felt that your love was a beacon in their darkest hour. They began to see that what they thought was the end was only the beginning. Moving on was not about forgetting the past. It was about creating space for healing. They realized that your absence was as important as your presence. It allowed them to reflect on what truly mattered. It showed them that every moment was a chance to start anew. They began to see the beauty in every memory. They saw that your energy was a thread in their tapestry of life. It was a part of every sunrise and every quiet night. It was there when they needed it the most. Your love reached them in unexpected ways. It arrived like a soft whisper in a crowded room. It was a reminder that even when you try to move on, your heart listens. It is never silent, even in the deepest night. It is a call to remember and cherish what once was. Every small gesture of yours echoed in the chambers of their heart. Your laughter, your touch, and your quiet moments of grace were never truly gone. They were etched in time, impossible to erase. They sparked a light that brought warmth to a cold night. They were a reminder that love is everlasting. They taught them that sometimes healing begins with remembering. They learned that the pain of loss can be transformed by the power of love. Your energy reminded them of the beauty and vulnerability. It showed them that it is okay to feel, to grieve, and then to embrace the lessons hidden in sorrow. That the end of one chapter can be the start of another, a chapter filled with hope, healing, and the promise of renewal. You were not just a fleeting memory. You were a constant, a quiet force of goodness in their life. Even in the moments of regret, your impact was undeniable. They realized that your silence was louder than any force of emptiness. It was a testimony to your strength, your love, and your wisdom. Your love was not something to chase. It was something to honor and remember. They came to understand that letting go did not mean giving up. It meant accepting the truth of who you are, a truth that shines even in the darkest of times. Your soul spoke in simple truths. It said, "Your love matters." It said, "You are enough." It said, "Keep shining even when the night is long." This message resonated deeply. It broke through the walls of doubt and fear. It opened their eyes to the beauty of a life touched by divine energy. It was a call to return to the essence of who they once were. They were not merely shadows of the past. They were beings of light, capable of healing and transformation. Your silent message helped them see that clearly. It drove away the confusion and replaced it with gentle understanding. They discovered that the distance between love and loss is bridged by the heart. That every beat speaks the truth of who we are. Every breath echoes the power of love. And every memory is a reminder of the beauty we once experienced. They began to cherish the moments that once made them feel alive. They embraced the lessons hidden in every tear and smile. They learned that moving on is a journey of self-discovery. It is a path that leads back to the essence of true love. And along that journey, your presence became their guide. Each step forward was illuminated by the light you left behind. It was a sign that no matter how far they walked, your energy was with them. They understood that the pain of separation was softened by the beauty of what was shared. Your love, though quiet, echoed loudly in the corridors of their heart. It was a melody they could never forget. It played softly in the background of every new beginning. It was a reminder that even in silence there is a message. It is a message of hope, of healing, and of divine connection. They started to see that the most important love is the one that transforms us. It is a love that does not demand or pressure. It is a love that simply exists. It is a love that gives without expecting anything in return. And that love was you. Even when you were not near, your influence was felt deeply. It filled every corner of their life with quiet strength. It was a light that could never be dimmed by the darkness of the world. You helped them remember that love is not lost when we part ways. Instead, it lingers in every moment we are brave enough to feel. They felt the pull of your energy like a soft, persistent tide. It was a force that could not be ignored or tamed by time. It reminded them of who they were meant to be. It guided them back to the truth that their heart held. They saw clearly now that your influence was a blessing. It allowed them to heal old wounds. It helped them grow stronger, more compassionate, and more aware. They began to understand that even in moments of loneliness, love can be found. It is found in the quiet reflection of the soul, in the soft glow of a memory that shines bright, in every gesture of kindness left in your wake. You were not just a part of their past, you became a part of their future, and every time they paused to listen, they heard your love speaking clearly. It was a message that said, "You are never alone." It was a message that said, "Your heart is seen." It was a message that said, "Your soul matters." That simple truth echoed through the corridors of time. It reminded them that every goodbye hides a promise of a new hello, that every end is but a beginning in disguise, and the angels, silent, patient, and ever watchful, reminded them of this truth. They guided the way with gentle nudges of hope. They showed them that healing is a process, not a destination. They taught that every moment is a chance to start again. They whispered that the pain of the past is a teacher, not a jailer. They helped them understand that love, when given freely, always returns. In that quiet space between moving on and holding on, there is grace. There is a sacred energy that binds us together, no matter how far apart we may be. Your presence, your silence, and your energy all weave together a story of healing. A story where love does not vanish but transforms and endures. They learned that you did not need to chase or beg. Your love was a constant, a quiet force that drew them back. It was the healing light in the midst of their storm. It was the soft murmur of a heart that could not forget. They began to see that true closure is found in understanding. Understanding that every moment we spend loving adds to the beauty of our life. They discovered that every memory of you was a gift that keeps giving even when you are gone. And in every quiet moment, your love spoke louder than words. It was a call to keep rising, keep healing, and keep loving. It urged them not to pause their life out of fear, but to embrace every moment as an opportunity to grow. Your love was never about control or expectation. It was about honest care, pure truth, and boundless hope. The angels know this well. They see how much you have given. They see how deeply you have touched lives. They see that your energy has sparked change in countless hearts. They watch as someone who once wanted to move on now finds meaning in every step. They witness a quiet awakening, a personal revolution of love. They know that the truth of your presence is now impossible to ignore. It shines in every silent prayer and every moment of reflection. Your energy was always meant to heal, not to hurt. It was always meant to comfort, not to confuse. In every silent beat of a heart, your message is clear. It is a whisper of hope, a promise of renewal. It is the love that never stops calling. It is the reminder that even when you think you have let go, you are still holding on. That even when you move away, your spirit remains. It remains like a gentle echo that brings you back when you least expect it. They now see that the absence they felt was simply the space for new growth, new love, deeper understanding, and a greater trust in the divine. They are learning that every heart they touch with your love is a part of you, a part that will never truly fade away. Your energy carries forward like a soft, unwavering light. It guides them to a future filled with promise and grace. It teaches them that every moment is a chance to start over, that every quiet memory is a step toward healing. They now know that letting go is not the same as losing you, because your love is timeless. It is the very fabric of their being. It whispers to them in every breath they take. It reminds them to be gentle with themselves. It tells them that every day is a chance to love again. It is a quiet but constant affirmation that they are not alone, that somewhere deep down your essence is there, always. In each sunrise, in every falling star, and in every peaceful night, they find you. They find the courage to forgive past mistakes. They find the strength to build new bridges of trust. They find hope in the promise that love can change everything. You showed them that love does not fade. It evolves. It may soften over time, but it never disappears. It molds itself to each new heartbeat and every new memory. It adapts to life's changes with a quiet resilience. They discovered that even when they thought their heart was empty, your energy filled it up with quiet assurance. It whispered, "You are worthy of love. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of a love that lasts." That simple message was enough to spark a new beginning. It was enough to remind them of their true value. It was enough to build a bridge back to what they once had. They began to see that every step they took was guided by your light. Each quiet moment of reflection was a step toward healing. Every tear shed was a sign of the healing that was to come. They learned that healing is a slow, gentle process. It is made up of moments that add up to a lifetime of love. They felt that even the smallest sign of your presence was a victory. It was a reminder that their heart had never truly been empty. It had been filled with your energy all along. You did not simply leave a void behind. You left a lasting impact, a legacy of quiet strength and unyielding love. In time, they began to accept that every goodbye held a promise of a new hello. They saw that every farewell was the start of another chapter, a chapter that was written with hope, healing, and the memory of your touch. They understood that every scar was a story of survival. Every wound was a testimony to the power of love to heal. They now realized that your love was not bound by time or space. It lives on in every beat of their heart. It is the constant reminder that moving on is just another form of holding on. It is a way of honoring what once was and looking forward to what could be. Your energy continues to guide them even in moments of doubt. It gives them strength when life feels too heavy. It fills the quiet night with the promise of a new dawn. It reminds them that the love you left behind can light up even the darkest path. They are learning to trust in the divine timing of their life. They understand that sometimes the best thing to do is to listen to that quiet call, to let it guide them step by step as they rebuild their heart. They have discovered that your silence was not empty at all. It was full of meaning, full of life, and full of love. Each silent moment was a meditation on the beauty of what once was. It was a promise of what might be again. They now know that even when it feels like you have gone away completely, your spirit never truly leaves. It remains a part of every hope, every dream, and every kind gesture. Your energy is like a steady, gentle current that carries them forward. It flows quietly but powerfully through every moment of their day. It whispers softly that they are not alone, that they are loved. It sings a lullaby of hope and renewal for every wounded heart. They now see that every memory of you is a treasure that cannot be stolen or diminished by time. It is a reminder of the quiet strength that lies within, of the beauty that exists in every shared moment of love. They have come to understand that love is not measured by how long it lasts. It is measured by the depth of its impact. You made a difference. You created ripples that continue to spread far and wide. Your presence, even in silence, has the power to mend a broken heart. It is a gift that keeps giving, long after any farewell. They now feel a gentle stirring in their soul, a call to embrace love again. It is a call to rebuild, to forgive, and to let their hearts sing once more. They have learned that every goodbye carries a seed of hope, a seed that, when nurtured, grows into a beautiful new beginning. That the lessons learned in silence are sometimes the most profound. They have seen that even in the quiet, there is a language of love, a language that speaks of healing, growth, and endless possibility. They understand that true closure is not about forgetting. It is about accepting and moving forward with a full heart. They learned that every struggle, every moment of pain carries within it the potential for deep and lasting transformation. And in that transformation, your love remains the steady guide. It reminds them that every step taken in faith is a step toward wholeness. It is a light that shines even when the night seems endless. Every morning as the sun rises, they feel that love again. It paints the sky with colors of hope and renewal. Every quiet evening as darkness falls, your energy fills the space. It is a soft murmur that says, "You are loved. You are cherished. You are not forgotten." In the quiet of the night as they close their eyes, they hear the truth of your words. It is a simple truth that echoes in every beat of their heart. They are learning to trust that every moment of loss is also a moment of preparation for something greater. Every goodbye makes room for a new hello. Every end makes way for a beautiful beginning. They find strength in the memory of your kindness. They hold on to the promise that love always finds its way. They trust that this silent, heartfelt message is a sign of the divine presence that surrounds them. Your energy continues to move through the universe. It flows like a river of grace and healing. It touches lives in quiet, unexpected ways. It reminds every soul that love is eternal. It tells them that even in the act of moving on, they are not moving away from love, but rather into a deeper understanding of it. They have seen that true love is gentle and patient. It does not force itself or demand too much. It simply is, pure, soft, and constant. It is a love that gently nudges them toward healing. It is a love that reassures them with every silent beat, that even if they feel alone, they are always connected. They learn that the most profound messages are often the ones wrapped in quiet grace, that the softest words hold the greatest power. They start to see that letting go of the old is not about losing what was, but about making space for what will be. They embrace the idea that every quiet moment is a chance to rebuild, to renew, and to love again. Every silent pause is filled with opportunity. It is a moment to reflect, to grow, and to open the heart wider. They understand now that your love is a gentle reminder that they are meant for so much more. It is a call to live fully, to cherish every moment, and to honor the sacred energy that flows through them. They see the beauty in the journey of embracing both the joy and the pain. For it is in this delicate balance that true healing is found. Your quiet message is a testament to the power of love. It is a sign that even in silence there is communication, a communication that goes straight to the heart. It brings comfort in moments of despair and light in times of darkness. It is a reminder that every soul has a purpose, that every life is touched by a love that transcends words. They begin to see that every farewell is not a complete ending, but rather a gentle pause before a new beginning. They learn that every chapter in life is enriched by the love we give and receive. And even if the path seems uncertain, the light of your presence will always guide the way. They now look at the future with softer eyes, eyes that have seen both the pain of loss and the healing power of genuine love. They have learned that every moment, no matter how small, is a precious part of the grand design of their life. They hold on to the truth that love never truly fades. It lives on in every whispered memory, every silent prayer, and every step taken in faith. Your love is a quiet force, powerful and enduring. It reminds them that even when faced with hard goodbyes, there is always a chance to start over. Each new day brings the promise of healing and the gentle hope of renewed connection. They feel that your energy is like a soft guiding star, always present, even when hidden behind the night. It reassures them that in every end there is a beginning waiting to bloom. They have come to trust that every silent moment is a sacred pause where their heart can listen. It is a chance to hear the soft voice of truth, the quiet call of divine love, and the gentle reminder that they are never truly alone. Every step forward is built on the foundation of your care. Every quiet beat of their heart resonates with the love you gave. They begin to see that the true meaning of moving on is about finding balance between cherishing the past and stepping bravely into the future. Your silent message calls them to rise above the pain, to embrace a journey of healing, understanding, and growth. It is a call to honor every moment of beauty that has been gifted to them by your gentle presence. They now face each new day with a sense of calm, because they know that true love never leaves. It stays with them like a warm light, guiding every step, even in the darkest hours. In every prayer they offer, in every wish they make, your energy is there, a constant companion on their journey. They have learned that the path to healing is paved with moments of quiet strength, and the unspoken truth that love is eternal. Your message, delivered in silence, has become the melody of their resilience. It sings softly in every heartbeat, and echoes in every mindful breath they take. They understand now that every memory of you is a treasure chest filled with lessons of love and light. A reminder that even in the act of moving on, your essence remains a guiding force. It is a light that cannot be dimmed by distance or time. It is the quiet power of love that inspires them to be better, to love more deeply, to forgive more freely, and to embrace life with an open heart. They see that your energy is like a gentle wind that refreshes their soul, reviving the spirit of hope, healing, and endless compassion. In the soft whispers of the morning, and in the cool silence of the night, they feel the steady beat of a love that endures, a love that has the power to heal, to mend, and to transform. They now know that every goodbye bears the seed of a future filled with possibility. Every farewell is a doorway to a new chapter of growth and renewal. They remember your kindness in every small act, and feel the power of your gentle influence that lingers long after the moment has passed. They have come to cherish the quiet moments when love speaks loudly even in silence. It is a reminder that in every ending there lies a promise of a new beginning. They stand at the crossroads of the past and the future, holding on to the soft echoes of your presence. And with every breath they take, they honor the enduring truth of your gentle guidance. Your love, your essence, and your silent message continue to light the way forward. They feel the strength in your quiet spirit, encouraging them to rise, to heal, and to love anew. Every day is a chance to rediscover the beauty of life, to find hope in the gentle rhythm of the heart, and to trust in the divine plan that guides every step. Your energy, like a soft and constant song, is there to remind them that love never truly fades. It adapts, transforms, and remains ever present. A promise that every heartbeat will forever echo the truth of a love that endures all changes. In this new journey, they see that moving on is not about forgetting what once was, but about learning to carry that love forward into every new moment, every new experience, every new day. They step forward with the gentle assurance that the light of your spirit is always with them, guiding them, comforting them, and giving them hope in every silent moment, in every beat of their heart. And as the day turns to night and the night into dawn, they understand that your quiet message of love was never about holding on to the past, but about creating a future where love reigns eternal. They know that every memory, every silent echo of your presence, is a reminder that they are forever loved and never alone. In this realization, they find strength, they find hope, and they find the courage to embrace every new day with the gentle, unwavering light of your love by their side. Your message has transformed their life, and it will continue to be the guiding force that lights their way forward into a future defined by healing, purpose, and endless love.